Welcome to Session 5 of the Fractions, Decimals, and Percents mini-course. This session will focus on developing decimal concepts. The objectives for this session include using paper strips and base 10 blocks to illustrate decimal concepts, exploring decimal notation, comparing decimals, and learning to add and subtract decimals, and finally, becoming familiar with the NCTM technology principle. In this session, paper strips and base 10 blocks are used to illustrate decimal concepts. We will spend the first 15 to 20 minutes looking at the homework from Session 4. Then, we will spend about an hour learning about decimals with decimal strips and the base 10 blocks. We will then spend a short time discussing the NCTM technology principle and finish with about 15 minutes of reflection on today's session.
Thank you all for coming out tonight for Session 5. Okay. We're going to start off tonight with discussing the homework from last week. It was BLM 25. And last week we worked on using the Cuisenaire rods. Okay, for question number 1, it says on Friday, the Martinez family drove 3/4 of the way to Grandma's house. They drove 315 miles on Friday. How far is it from the Martinez family home, to Grandma's house? Okay, do we have any volunteers that want to do that one for us? Okay, we were discussing problem 1 from your homework last week, and Mr. Pep is going to explain. He's going to explain about how far the Martinez family home is to Grandma's house. He's going to tell us what he did.
All right, what I did, I went on ahead and divided the 315 by 3 to see what each, because if it's 3/4 to figure out what's a fourth is. And a fourth of the 315 is a 105. So to equal a whole, you have to have 4 105s. And so then I just took the fraction, 1/4, put my 105 and multiplied 105 times 4 to get the whole. And so that's what I'm figuring out now. So the whole thing would be 420 miles to Grandma's house.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, good job. Thank you, Mr. Pep.
Hopefully that's right next.
You did.
Oh.
Okay. And another way, which might help the kids out a little bit better, draw pictures. Okay, we know this is broken up into fourths. So each part is 1/4. Each part will be worth 1/4. They've already gone 3/4 of the way. 3/4 is how many miles? It's 315. Okay, so if 3 of the fourths are 315, how much is 1 of the fourths? Say it one more time. 50. Okay, if I do 50 3 times, would that equal 315? What number can I add 3 times to give me 315? Make them even. Yep, make them even. Make them fair. You thinking? 105. Good. So here's 105. Good thinking. Here's 105. Here's 105. So, Ms. Welch, what should the last one be? It'll be 105. Okay? If you put all of the fourths together, how much would it be? It'll be 420. All right? All right? Thank you all. Did anyone have number 2? Anyone have number 2? Okay. It says, Brenda is saving money so she can buy a new CD player that costs $80. She's buying a CD player that will cost $80. So far, she has saved $64. What fraction of the total has she saved so far? Okay. What number, students, what number are we trying to get to? What amount is Brenda trying to get to? She's trying to get to 80. Okay? And how far is she? How, okay, she's $16 away. So we're at 64. Okay, we need to know a fraction for how much she has saved so far. How much has she saved this far? Okay, take about 2 minutes in your groups to discuss that, and then we'll have a volunteer. All right, Mr. Allen is going to explain number 2 for us. Okay?
Okay, the first thing I did when she said that she had already saved $64 and the amount that we were looking for was $80. So I just subtracted 80 from 64 and I came up with 16. Now we was trying to determine a fraction. So what I did, I divided 16 into 64 and came up with 4. And then I divided 16 into 8 and I came up with 5. So the fraction was 4 over 5, which is 4/5. And so that's how I came up with my answer. Any questions? Did I go too fast?
A little bit.
Y'all got the same thing? Okay. The other thing I did too, I just went ahead and I wrote the multiples of 16, 16, 32, 48, 64, and that was my way of just checking my answer.
Okay. We're going to skip number 3 and go back a couple of pages. Go back 1 page to BLM 23, where we're finishing up the colors. Okay, we were supposed to finish up last week. Okay, can anyone tell me what number we stopped on? We stopped on number 8, Chance? Okay, Chance, you want to just tell us the answers? We stopped on 4? Okay. We'll go back to number 5 because a couple of parents and students want to get those answers, okay? All right, number 5, purple is blank of black. Who had number 5? What was the fraction?
4/7.
It was 4/7, okay. Number 6, light green is 3/5 of yellow, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Shakira. Yellow is blank of dark green. Chance, it's 5/6. Okay. Black is 7/8 of Chance. Brown. Brown is blank of blue. Chance. 8/9. Okay.